What is this world I come into? I don't know. No.
Sugar seed. Sugar seed. Sugar seed. Where you at? Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Sugar C in the place to be.
Yeah, be none other certified.
Are you that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
serious.
man. Fantastic Voyage original MC Sugar C in the place to be. Yeah.
Live and in
The
person.
man with the jingles. He still got that deep bass voice from back in the days, you know?
How you mean?
I used to worry about you when I give you a microphone because the speakers would get blown like right.
Turn it down, turn down the bass.
Turn
I
down
can
the
always
bass.
add it back, Jess.
Yeah,
You
man.
remember?
And we gotta congratulate this man. Him and Dexter Mac put out the first Canadian rap record by a duo. We're gonna unveil all that stuff in case you don't know it right now, but it was 1983, 1984, and the song was called What Is This World Coming To? Now the sad story is that we can't find any copies of the vinyl, and you know, honestly, I had 20 copies in my basement at one point in time. Maybe Mom threw it out. I don't know. I looked and looked and looked. Found another record from the same label, but it wasn't that one. So that song is historic, though. You know. So congratulations, man. We're gonna certify that. Give you your props because you did a lot of work back then. Spent a lot of money.
A lot of
to
money.
do it right.
Back then. I used to travel to New York all the time. Hence the name Sugar C.
Yeah, so
Coming
when
from-
you were young and hip hop was only rap music we can only hear it on the radio. You had to go to America to experience
actually-
the real thing. So you spent a lot of time going back and forth.
I ran away
Yeah,
back then.
Yeah.
To Brooklyn.
The curiosity
You know?
drew you there. Wasn't it like a magnet? You know, you just
Oh.
kind of like a Close Encounters of the Third Kind kind of thing, where you're just drawn there and you don't know why. But we heard about this thing going on down there, and it's like we had to go there. It's only an 8-hour drive, man.
I know,
Did
only.
you drive or fly? How did you get there?
Back then we took People's Express.
What's that? An airplane?
A bus.
A bus.
We
So
used
you
to
get on
go
the bus and go
to
straight to
Buffalo, take a bus to Newark Airport, and then we took a taxi or something from there to get to Brooklyn.
Wow. It's a lot of money.
$35.
$35
in total.
Total to get to get to the Bronx,
Brooklyn.
to Brooklyn,
Right,
and the home of hip-hop,
$35.
where you
People's
can see-
Express, remember that?
Wow. So why did you go there? Like, what was the reason? Family or
I thought I was going to be a basketball player.
Where?
Back then. I ran away to my godmother, I believe. My mom sent me $100 US to last me. They found out I ran away to People's Express, and then that got me into seeing the lifestyle of how they live down there. They don't go to school. They play basketball from in the morning. I used to hear the basketball, and we used to go to Jamaica Avenue, and we used to see them play basketball from now until night.
Where?
All the artists used to live around the block.
Word.
We used to see them. Hence Sugar Hill, 1977 or 76, when I remember them. Hence that's where the name came from.
Wow.
Took the
Amazing
sugar,
story.
put the C, Chester, boom, Sugar C.
So you were there when hip hop was rising, because in
More or
'76
less.
it wasn't called hip hop. It
No.
was just people rapping at parties and
Correct.
stuff like that.
It was underground stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did you feel seeing all that and coming back and being in Toronto? Was it like a little depressing, a little bit of a downer?
I was
like,
hype.
Why? Because you saw an opportunity? Like you were more
No.
qualified now because you saw the real thing. A lot of us could only kind of hear about it, listen to cassettes.
I was about basketball. I thought it was going to be this big basketball star, shoot and all this.
Right.
Not knowing that they're going down the street to the store, they're rapping. They're bouncing a ball. They're so creative down there. When I came back here, I dibbled and dabbled, but it was the people. Hey, you're good. You should blah, blah, blah. You should blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. They didn't know how good they were. They thought they were as good as what was coming out of the States. But then when you hear it from your own massive and they go, hey, go on, man, you're good, and they
Yeah.
want to put you on the mic.
They
you
put
were,
the mic in your face.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that's where the mic check 1, 2
Yeah.
came in.
And people don't remember, the party stops at that point. Everyone makes a circle and just
Circle,
watches the
watch
show, right?
Nervous.
You were a part of the TKO sound crew back in the days as
TKO,
well.
we
You're one
created.
of you're one of the founders. In
Dexter Mac actually created TKO, then came me. I'll give him the props.
I know what Barry Booth is going to say about that one. There's
He could say
so
whatever.
many people have been part of the TKO sound. There's so many DJs
They don't
that have been brought
remember.
through there. It's
It was only
it's part
myself
of
and
our-
Barry.
That was it back in the days.
And those other guys, Jonathan Shaw and everybody else came after.
Right. So
They
Barry
don't
Booth-
remember that, but
Yeah.
put us two together. You can't deny it.
He's a good guy. Everybody likes him.
I used to go to his house. We would be there from morning to night. He used to have these big speakers, and we used to make noise in the mom's house. The mom's house at 2:00, boom, she's gone to work, and she was always working. And we were always doing something in the basement, and everybody always used to be coming around to listen to this.
So what was Barry's role? He was a guy that had the sound system.
He was
then.
the organizer.
He
We
was
were
the organizer.
Bootsy Sound Crew at first,
Okay.
taking Bootsy from Booth.
I remember
Barry
DJ
B's,
Bootsy.
right? And it was only him and myself.
Right.
We used to go Regent Park. His brother used to work down there, so we used to go Regent Park, Jane and Finch, all over the place. And then we changed. Well, he heard TKO, and then he took that, ran with it.
So Barry
Can't
gets
get
credit
less.
for exposing not just great DJs, but also great MCs
Of course.
that would become rappers.
MCs
Do you think you were
per
an
se.
MC, or do you think, were you a rapper or were you an MC? Some people don't
An
know the
MC.
difference. Back in the days, you were an MC because we didn't really have rappers. Nobody
No.
branded themselves as a rapper,
No.
right? So when you put the record out, were you rapping at that time when 83, 84 came around? What is this world
No,
coming
this-
to? Or were you still a party rocking MC
Both.
like Busy Bee?
And this is what all that is.
All right.
Different raps. I always used to write, try and mimic what I used to see in the States.
Right. That's what
And
we all-
then came Dexter, and everybody, hey, you guys should get together. And that's where it became a lot more serious.
the two you guys out of Cataraqui, right?
Out of Cataraqui.
That's nice.
Cataraqui sound.
So the first rap duo came from Scarborough.
Correct.
Yeah? All right.
Correct.
So I love the record. I played it on the Fantastic Voyage Program. For those who want verification, we have the audio recordings of the whole show where we played your record. And this was in the time of, Run DMC putting out stuff and hip hop being very young. The Fat Boys were out.
Yes.
What other MCs do you remember? Was Lady P MCing for Kilowatt at this time?
Yes.
She was out there.
And they were doing a lot of mixtapes. Remember, they played a lot of mixtapes on your show.
Right.
Kilowatt, and she was always
Oh,
sitting
yeah,
in the
yeah.
back.
That's
remember?
right. That's right. Right.
Which Lee's sister made a lot of his raps,
Word.
right, and so on and so forth. But they
Right.
weren't up in
That's
front
interesting.
and center as
Okay.
they are now.
Who do you remember that were Canadian MCs or rappers that had any kind of a name for themselves back in those days?
Other than Butch Lee, there's not really
You
a
mentioned a guy named Chili B before, or Mike C. Those
Yeah,
guys
Mike
came
C, Chili, all those guys came after.
Is Mike C. Michael Charles, or am I
Yes.
missing that? So
Correct.
Michael Charles, promoter, he's passed away
Yes.
now, bless his soul.
He used to come
He
in
used to
with
look-
Chili.
We have to put him on the map as
Oh,
one
by
of the
far.
earliest Toronto rappers.
By far.
Because he had a sophisticated.
Well,
Mike, you say.
There was, he came because of me, and then Mike took over, and then Chili kind of faded in the back.
All right.
Right?
And who's Troy? You said there's an
Troy was
American-
Tony's family,
Tony who? Tony Duncan?
Tony Duncan, which happens to be Jonathan Shaw's cousin, I believe.
Word.
Right?
Word.
That's strange.
Kink Studio,
Kink
right?
Studios.
Yeah, you went to a local recording studio. I had it wrong before. I thought you guys went to New York because nobody here could make rap music. Tell us about that.
Back then, you go in a studio, and they're smoking their thing, drinking their thing, and doing some
Is there any black people in the
claps.
studio?
No black people at all.
black-
Guys with
no-
long hair.
no brown people?
No, not at
The
all.
rock and roll
They
stereotype.
didn't know anything about rap. We brought in our little beatbox
This was 82, 83.
Oh, yeah.
I started working on a song from 82.
a couple
or
of years
83.
before you even
Okay,
got to
okay.
it, right? And then when
Interesting.
we got it put together on a 16 track
Right.
back then.
And that was impressive for me.
That wasn't even
because
heard of.
Canadian artists weren't doing that.
No,
Still
they were doing little mixtapes
kinda
and whatever.
messing around.
We did it on a 16 track, an actual studio, and they were like rock guys and smoking a lot of weed and pressing buttons. Yeah, let's go with that.
So,
But we had to direct what we wanted, how we wanted it. Troy was, you can't get any better than that. He came
Really,
from
eh?
California. And he did a thing with Tony, blah, blah, blah. And I idoled him. I idoled Butch Lee. Those were the only two. And Tony also had some MCs, MCA and
Oh, yeah.
Tony and
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Right? there's a lot of guys that came from Sunshine as well.
Yeah,
Tony was one of
TVL,
the first,
Sunshine.
right?
Yeah.
They think some of the other DJs was first. Tony was DJing since the 70s.
Yeah, I
He
know.
used to come in Cataraqui all the time.
Tony D.
Tony D.
And Tony D's gonna be where we're gonna be tonight. A drum machine was a big thing when you bring into a party, and people don't even understand when the DJ stops playing and the man hooks up the drum
was
machine,
crazy.
and then you're just rapping over naked beats.
It was crazy.
That's when they go
And
dancing
again,
crazy too.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They implemented a lot of these things.
Little
Remember, we
creative
didn't
moments.
have all of these instruments and contraptions
Yeah.
to go
No
into a
surround.
big party.
No.
There was only 3 or 4 big sounds out of the whole of Toronto.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ratio Sound Crew, you know, Sunshine,
Yeah.
you know, DJ O'Neill and them, Kilowatt. There's only a
sounds like
very
Paradise
few.
too as well that I remember coming out of Brampton. Yeah, and then we had the sounds coming in from the States that came up here and played all the time too.
Right,
You know
Buffalo.
what I mean? Yeah, sounds
know.
from Buffalo and stuff. So. All right, so this is the famous letter I wrote to Mr. Russell Simmons, and this was after the record came out, right? And,
Yes.
And we're trying to promote it and get it signed, which is what everybody wanted to do. Get a
Correct.
distribution deal of some sort.
Correct.
So this was me trying to help you. I'm just a radio guy. I have nothing to do with the record other than believing that it sounded really good.
Yes.
So let's get it signed. So I'm glad. Look, Ron Nelson, what year is this? 1984, October 12th, 1984. So cool little archive here. I love it.
Right, and I
What else
think-
you got in the goodie bag?
I believe you told me, hey, let's put some things together. Write down how long you've been. Remember that? Write down how long you've been rapping.
Yeah,
a little
like
bit
a little
about
resume.
yourself. Correct.
Yeah, like a little.
And we went
promo.
prepared to meet Mr. Russell Simmons.
And look, this is done with my typewriter. I had many typewriters. I used to buy them at Consumers Distributing. If you're that old, you remember that. And it was a joy for me to go and buy typewriters. So you did the commercial to promote Kings of Rap, which
That's
I saw
what it
on your
was.
website. CHCH TV from back in the day. Street Set, that's what it was called.
I remember you interviewed them, and you interviewed them. You interviewed a lot of host of people. I was there every step of the way.
Yes, you
Every
were.
step of the way.
See? This man, he was part of the whole crew. Like, oh, these are some of our jingles.
Yes.
Nothing like kicking it live on CKLN 88.1 FM. We got something brand new we want you all to hear. So just throw your hands in the sky and make Master Ron kick it live. You do that one now. You can read it right
Can't
now.
even
Didn't
see.
make any mistakes, see? He's older now. He don't got it like he had it before.
Now I know you're tuned into CKLN, or you wouldn't be listening, right? So for all the DJs and MCs, Mixmaster Ron,
Look at all this. This is what goes behind those little jingles you hear in radio shows back in the day. So this was a fantastic voyage. I didn't know you did this.
of course.
Like this
You
shows
used to put me on the
organization.
spot. Let's get 5 more. Let's get 3 more. Because I have a show next week, blah, blah, blah. And we used to just write. Do you need anything to drink?
Wow.
Want me to get some food? My mom made food upstairs.
Yeah, you
Rice
remember-
and peas.
I remember some of that stuff. He said, DJs, MCs, here's what to do, but it's not Roxanne 1 or Roxanne 2. It's all about time that you face the fact and come down and catch a serious act. We have all kinds of music, whether rock or punk. We even have the new 12-inch imported funk. So come on down, don't stay too long, or all the best songs will be gone. Damn, did I write that one? I don't know. I think you wrote that one.
You always had a touch to things.
Yeah.
Change this, do that.
Producing. I
Right?
love it. I love
And
it.
then you went to your reel and you put it together with your razor blade.
Yes, and editing tape. Okay, so we don't have time to go through all this, but in 83, 84.
Oh, back then, yeah. Like we were that close to something special, but no one really to direct us
Yeah.
to where to go or hold our hand
No
and bring
big
us into
brother,
the
eh?
office.
No
Nothing.
blueprints for this stuff.
Other than you, Chess, come down to the studio. We'll do this, we'll do that. Come with me to the interview. There wasn't anyone really holding your hand back then.
So I don't think this exists anymore, but Performing Rights Organization of Canada Limited. Check that out. This is how you apply for a grant right then, or you called it a loan. Was it a loan
It's
or
a
a grant?
grant.
It's a
I
grant.
believe, yes.
Okay, so
So-
it'd be interesting to see if something like this is still around. But so yeah, man, we just found this in the garage. He just found this in the garage. This is Sugar C. In case you tune into the middle of this, Sugar C. Dexter Mac,
More raps.
original MC from the
and different
Fantastic
things.
Voyage Program. The
Everything that
we saved all this stuff. Your mom didn't throw it away.
No, she can't. I had all these things because I always used to write. You said, Chess, keep writing.
Yeah.
Keep writing, and some of the stuff we could use on my show. I don't know if you even remember that.
I don't remember everything, but I love when
Right.
people remember stuff I don't remember because
See, a lot of raps.
It counts.
My Greek girlfriend at the time, Laura, actually I used to go to their house after school, and she used to write all my raps and things that were in my head.
I paid 40 cents to go on the bus one day. It was me, myself, and the brother OJ. I sat down in my seat, and who did I see right before my eyes was Spoonie G. That's a lie. He lives in New York. He didn't really see Spoonie G.
Oh, no, I never. I wanted to.
Okay, so
I
you
knew
just
all
writing
of
it.
his songs.
I turned my head, I seen Count Cool Out. Count Cool Out! Remember him?
Yeah.
Like an MC brother, I wanted to shout. I looked around again, I seen Super Rhyme. Super Rhyme. With the fine lady they call Lois Lane. How am I supposed to say that?
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane, it's Lois Lane, he changed it to,
Yeah.
right? I thought to myself, but I didn't ring a bell. Then I see the man they call Howard Cosell. Again, he's gone, right?
Yeah.
Sign of the Times. He came up to me and said, "Aren't you Sugar C, the cool bad MC of 1983? I cleared my throat and I fixed my tie to be an MC brother and socialize." I said, "Yes, I am Hal. Did you know?" He said, "I heard you rock in stereo from day till dawn and from dawn till night. You even better than Sugar Hill's Wonder Mite." You be dissing MCs
What
back
do you
in
mean?
83.
I thought it was part of them.
Do it, man.
I thought it was part of them.
But why do you think these MCs are here? I don't know. She's the best MCs of the year. That goes on and on.
So those are just
those are early rhymes, see?
So I just wanted, as soon as I found the info, I wanted you to see
experience
it.
it with you. So we're looking at these things
Because
together.
a lot of this is you.
Well, thanks, man. That's very flattering, but I would say a lot of this is you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You did it.
And the
You
same way I give you credit, I also give Dexter credit because he's also
Yes.
left behind.
Yes.
So when I'm out there, even up until this day, I always mention Dexter Mac, the
That's
brother D.
important
Dexter Mac
to
on
give
the
credit.
inside.
Yeah, because he's half of the duo.
He's
half
the
of the
group,
record. Yes.
right? He's the good-looking guy. He's the ladies' man.
Was
He's
he
the-
rapping at parties just like you were rapping
Whoa.
at parties?
He had no care in the world. Give him the mic and he will do all kind of
Just go
crazy
off.
stuff.
Okay, and what was his qualification? What qualified him to be a good MC?
The voice.
The
And our
voice.
voices sound similar.
You have some memories of what the B side of that record sounds like.
That, I think, was the better out of the two. What is this
Interesting.
world coming to is more organized. But I think you got to see a little bit more of the rapping style.
Right.
The raw rapping style.
It'd be nice to hear that because we like to hear what a raw rapping
I
style
would
sounds
love
like
to hear that.
in 1982.
We're not bragging or boasting. We're just going back in time and recreating history. Some people might have gotten it wrong along the way.
A lot of people.
So
do.
when I speak out of emotion. I could cry right now. So much stuff right there.
Yeah. Emotion and experience, and it counts so much that you were there.
People
a lot
forget.
of people talk about it and they weren't.
They
there.
don't know.
Yeah, you can read as many books as you want. It won't give you that feeling of what it was like to be something that was just born and brand new, and we get to be there in the foundation period where we don't even understand it yet. But guess what? We're obsessed with how it sounds and how it feels.
Yeah.
I remember listening to the radio and I hated WBLK whenever they played commercial because I just wanted to hear that music. Get back to the music, but we have to put up with 5 minutes of commercials before we hear the next song, but we put up with it. So
Commercials.
now we have immediate gratification, different world now. But so if you have the record, if anybody out there has that record, that piece of vinyl, it'd be very valuable for us to get it from you. Seriously, we need it back. And it'll be like a prize collection in your collection, I'm sure. Maybe you don't even know you have it, but we're looking for it. But at least we have it on a digital recording. So
Yes.
that's a good start for this whole thing. I remember when I heard you, I just loved how you sounded right away. I had to bring you into the team, and you got a very landed, unofficial position at CKLN because you weren't actually a CKLN staff member, but you were an integral part of the show. You gave it the identity, you gave it that grounding, that New York feel, that you know, because again, I wasn't really like a b-boy, as you know. I was like Mr. Student Ryerson, trying to be a black man,
Mr.
trying to
Educator.
get a whatever, you know. So it was kind of almost like an accident that I got the opportunity to wear those shoes and to bring up a whole scene. But like I said, you were one of the first gems that I found that solidified the Fantastic Voyage Program, and for that I thank you.
DJs, especially that
big
came through
story there.
CKLN, Peter, Easy Rock, all these guys,
Yeah.
DJ
Rock,
Divine,
yeah.
all these guys that came
That we've
through
forgotten now,
your
you know?
circle. We all used to talk in the studios. We answered the phones and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So many people wouldn't even understand that. And I was the first. They came thereafter.
Yes.
Remember, so
Yes,
they
I
didn't
remember.
come in your rock
That's why
days,
we're reminding them,
right?
you know?
And I have to say that because they seem to forget people.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't know you
Well, if no
were.
one's not educating them, then they're entitled to forget. So we have a duty as
Rap came
elders.
after.
Yeah.
You weren't doing rap to begin with.
No.
They don't know.
It was funk.
You
and
have a vast-
bit of rap. Yeah, that's why I feel good. I love so many kinds of music that people have never lived.
They don't know.
I've gone through decades of musical styles and seen styles change and stuff like that. So that's why I'm one of the few people who can tell you about what it was like back then.
Barry and I are crew. You and I were crew. Dexter and I were partners. So anything I say is not out of malice or jealousy, because I also give credit to the people along the way.
Yes, that's a sign of growth.
Right? So
Input.
don't ever think that I have malice against
I don't think you
anyone.
said anything. I don't think you said anything in our conversation.
Just
that
to
showed
make it
malice
clear.
Anyway. Yeah. You
Just
want to
to
be
make it
politically
clear.
correct.
I have so much
and we do have
energy.
love for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it was a beautiful time for those who don't understand. That's why we are here with goosebumps, just reminiscing and reconnecting, and because a long time went by before we kind of reconnected.
reconnected.
You know what I mean? So it's beautiful.
And there's so
thing.
much love here.
I see it in your eyes, man. Sugar C, bless up, man, and congratulations. All right,
Thank you.
give me a jingle to end this off.
Mic check, 1, 2. I am the brother she can see, yo, Casanova Brown, one time to be ultimate in the house. Me, the brother she can see, doing it to you. As the beats coming at you, a little bit what? Just like this. Mixmaster Rod, let's go!
Let's go!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh shit, see?
Goosebumps!
Goosebumps.
And that's what you used to do to me.
All right,
Put
put him
me
on
on
the
the
spot.
spot.
All right, we have blessed.
Get out of here.